1923 may already connect Kevin Costner's Yellowstone and Taylor Sheridan's The Madison Spinoff. It's unclear how Taylor Sheridan's next Yellowstone drama, The Madison, will relate to the Dutton family, but 1923 Season 2 may have already connected the dots. In the final chapter of the 1920s Dutton saga, Spencer Dutton finally makes it home to the Yellowstone Ranch. Despite being a May 1923 character, Spencer's story was separate from his family's. He only made it to the ranch in the 1923 Season 2's finale, assuming control of its operations after winning the war against Banner Creighton and Donald Whitfield. Still, Spencer's triumph was balanced with insurmountable tragedy. At the end of 1923 Season 2, Spencer's wife, Alexandra of Sussex, died of complications from hypothermia. Despite surviving her extended spell in the cold, Alex Dutton died at the hospital in Bozeman after delivering John Dutton, refusing the procedure that would save her life. With Alex's death, Jacob and Kara were the only Dutton couple to survive 1923, since Jack Dutton's penultimate episode death left Elizabeth Strafford a widow. Still, Elizabeth's story is open-ended in 1923's finale, and her kin could emerge again in another Yellowstone show. After Elizabeth Strafford's ending in 1923 Season 2 saw her leave the ranch, some Yellowstone fans believe that her descendants will emerge in the Madison. The modern-day drama will follow the Clyburn family, who moved to Montana from New York City after the death of their patriarch. The Clyburn family is helmed by Michelle Pfeiffer as Stacy Clyburn, described as the family's wealthy matriarch. The Clyburn family also includes Stacy's daughters, Paige McIntosh and Abigail Reese, both described as New Yorkers, though one is described as self-centered, while the latter is described as resilient. Regardless of how they vary, the descriptions of the Madison's cast and Stacy's family reveal that the Clyburns are New Yorkers through and through. This made many Yellowstone fans believe that the Clyburns are Elizabeth Strafford's descendants, potentially emerging from the city she went to after 1923 Season 2 ended. While we don't know for sure that Elizabeth moved to New York after 1923, Elizabeth's desires and motivations throughout the Prohibition era centered on city life and culture. She longed to be on the East Coast during the winter of 1924, although she wanted to go to Boston. We know that the Clyburns' move to Montana is prompted by the death of their patriarch, Stacy's husband. It could be that the Clyburn family is motivated to move to where their ancestors are from. If that's true, then the Duttons could be the ancestors of either Stacy or her husband. If Stacy's husband is Jack and Elizabeth's descendant, then her move could be to feel closer to him while she is grieving. If Stacy is connected to the Dutton family tree, then the move could be to connect with her roots. Still, their move could be unconnected. If Stacy and her family are indeed connected to Jack and Elizabeth, the Madison story could explain what happened to Elizabeth Strafford after 1923 ended, showing how her story spun off. It's likely that, like Kara said, Liz fell in love with another man, starting a new life with him in New York after 1923 Season 2. Upon getting officially married, contrasting with her and Jack's unofficial ceremony, Elizabeth would have changed her name, explaining why the Clyburns have a different surname from the Duttons despite their theoretical connection. Still, Liz's child with Jack would connect the family to Montana, while her descendants emerging in the Madison, connecting the modern-day spinoff to Yellowstone, is a tempting prospect. It makes more sense that Elizabeth Dutton or her child will emerge in the next Yellowstone prequel, 1944, Taylor Sheridan's proposed follow-up to 1923. After 1923 Season 2, we still don't know what's next for Elizabeth or whether she's still pregnant, and 1944, which takes place 20 years after the events of 1923, is the perfect setting to continue the story of Elizabeth and her child. 1944's characters and story have more proximity to 1923 and its characters. It's also worth considering that after 1923 Season 2's finale revealed that Alex and Spencer's child is named John Dutton, Taylor Sheridan broke the Dutton family tree from Yellowstone. John Dutton II, John Dutton IE's father from Yellowstone, is presumably Spencer and Alex's child after they named their baby John.